Hi, it's Stephanie here with Mahalo.com. You know, a lot of teenagers struggle with low self-esteem and body image issues. And Vanessa's here to talk more about this. First of all, Vanessa, how do we know if our child is suffering from an issue with their body image?
It's really hard because I always treat this subject very delicately because your teenager is going to be changing a lot. So a lot of the times they're going through changes, and you want to be really careful not to project or see a normal hormonal development or normal change as a big deal. So what I always say to parents is to do research, but to be careful not to project onto your kids. So for example, if you've had body image issues or you've had family members or friends who have body image issues, don't always look for symptoms in your children. I think what's really important is to have a baseline talk with them and say, look, I know that your body is changing. We've talked about sort of the sex talk and what puberty is, but if you ever feel uncomfortable or upset or depressed about something, you can know that is not normal. You can always talk to me about that.
Give us some examples. I mean, the one that comes to mind for me is, young girls and weight. That's just one example. What are some of the others of body issues?
So young girls and weight, and also young boys and body image. There's a couple different, it's come out recently that teenage boys or even younger boys are seeing images of men in magazines and on TV, and they all seem to have these perfect bodies. So boys are actually getting very concerned with weight. Also, they're getting very concerned with muscle development. That can also tempt boys into trying steroids or thinking that they feel too puny. Those are all very, very hard on a boy's self-esteem, and it can make him act out in other ways. Other issues can be girls who are not only concerned about their weight, but also concerned about acne. That's a big one that a lot of parents don't think about, and that all contributes to a healthy self-body image. And you can be very open with your children in talking about this. We do not need to tiptoe around weight or acne or any of those things. You can say, have you ever felt that way? Or even better, do you know any friends who have felt that way? That can be sort of a more neutral way of asking them what they think, and they can say, oh yeah, I have heard of this girl, or I do know about this girl, which is a great way for them to see that you are concerned, they're welcome to come to you, and you can bring up the issues that they might be thinking about or worrying about.
Okay, so how do you know if your child is, having a serious problem? I guess there are so many examples. Maybe we'll use girls and weight loss as an example.
Okay, so for example, I think that if you really do think it's serious and you've seen dramatic weight changes, you've seen depression, change in sleep is another really big one, if their sleeping patterns are off. If you see that they're restricting food, or if you found food that's thrown away, those can be all important signs. You also want to look at maybe browsing history. A lot of the times girls will search, or even boys will search for things in their browser history about body image or weight loss. That can be also a clue for you to see, okay, what's going through their head, and that's when you want to bring in a third person. School counselors do a great job of sort of gauging how much needs to be helped. You can also talk to coaches or dance class teachers. They're also very into health, and they know what's healthy and not. And then also your pediatrician. If you're going in for that yearly exam, saying, I would love for you to bring that up for them. That way the pediatrician can tell you, what, everything seems fine, or I'm a little concerned.
Yeah, thank you so much. Great advice. Again, keeping that open dialogue and really watching for those signs and taking those steps.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Vanessa. Now, if you would like more information about any of the topics discussed here, you can go ahead and click on any of these links, or you can go ahead and subscribe to Mahalo Parenting, or go ahead and send us an email at requests@mahalo.com. Thanks for watching.